Opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wilson now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Lions 0. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and a dump off here to Robinson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, Darnold. This one caught by Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at first and goal. Here's Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now it's Wilson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he was a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 4 down. Get that ball, D, let's get that ball. 58, Mike, 58. Good job right there.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. No surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Lions nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Lions nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Check that out. Alert. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running left, it's Henry. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Powerful running. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Lions nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
14,
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 14.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a second down and 6.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Able to push his way through.
174 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Ravens.
A toss left, Henry. Into the secondary again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
7 yards to pick up there. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Wilson.
19-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. Second and 8 forthcoming.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
To throw is Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go, D. Good job right there. Good job right there. Hey.
From the 16, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are finally on the credit for that. Too little, too late, but no. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack on first down, Wilson caught out left side by Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass complete to Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. SOS, SOS, 14. SOS.
Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And now off to the races down the right side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Let's get him. Come on.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.